Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for watching. And today you can see that our title is Building and Managing my Le Creuset collection. So thank you so much for being here. If you are new, welcome. Thank you for joining. If it's your first time, I hope you feel welcomed here, and please feel free to hit that subscribe button. We are currently in the middle of a giveaway. Will help us reach 1,000 subscribers, and we are giving away a $100 gift card to lecreuset.com. Yeah, fun. So this video is based on some of the comments and questions that I've been receiving over the last probably 3 months, and so I thought, well, why not address those comments and that sort of thing in a video. It's more fun that way. So let's dive right in. So first up, and I want to say, when for those who, one question that I always get, which I find somewhat surprising, is do I use all of my items? When I saw this, I thought, huh? Go watch the other videos where you see me use these pots and pans. Believe me, these pots, pans, bread pans earned their keep around here. When I saw, do you use them? Yes, I do. All you have to do is watch on Tuesdays. You'll see a pot or something in there. And that's just one little video. Imagine the rest of the week. But my first thing in building my collection for, myself, is I took my time. So I've been collecting Le Creuset for probably about years. For a long time, and like I said before in a former video, my husband was in the Air Force. I'm also an Air Force brat. My husband was in the Air Force, and we were stationed overseas. That was my first interaction with Le Creuset, and actually going to France and actually passing by a store by happenstance, and so from there, and that's like years and years ago, probably about 16, 17 years ago. So take your time in building your collection. It's not a race. I never looked at it as such, and I'm always inspired by what I am cooking, or what things I need in my kitchen that will help our kitchen function better. So take your time. Every purchase that you make should spark some sort of inspiration or joy. I mean, it doesn't have to. You could just be randomly buying things. But for me personally, most of the time, each piece has led to the next piece. For instance, when I purchased the Dutch oven, the first time I got a Dutch oven, it also led to me realizing that the essential oven was essential, because not every time did I need 5 quarts of something. Sometimes I needed that smaller 3.5 quart, and that was simpler, easier, and worked so much better in that situation, or for whatever I was cooking at that time. Also, realizing, like, as you go from the Dutch oven to the essential oven, and then you see the brazier. Oh, well, I might need to sear or, braise or what have you. So each of my pieces, I can say, led to the next piece, and it made sense. It wasn't just, let me just randomly get this. It may come across that way, but that's why I create lists for myself. Yeah, I got my notes today. Yeah, like I said, that was one point I wanted to reiterate. Just let one piece lead you to the direction of the next piece. Sorry about the sunlight. I'm trying to get this in before the sun really breaks through. Next up, I plan out the next item. So once again, as you can see, it's 2023. I talked about my wish list for 2023 a couple of weeks back. And what I really do is at the end of the year, take inventory of all the things that I have and how they function in our kitchen, how we use them. And then I make that determination, I make a determination from there as to what comes next. And I know people are like, for a pot, literally for a pot, because these are not, because the way I see it is when I'm buying Le Creuset, I'm not buying a set. Like you can go into a store and you can buy a whole set of pots. You can actually, I mean, you could do that with Le Creuset. I find it a little bit more less cumbersome to purchase each piece. That's what I've done to see how it actually fits and if I actually use that item. As opposed to getting everything at once and then feeling overwhelmed by all of the choices and options and not knowing which one that I'm going to use most often. So I always plan it out, make a list, and that way it saves you time so you're not just kind of randomly looking at the site, buying anything. Also saves you money because you know exactly what you're looking for. So when there's a particular sale, for instance, right now I have, I think I have a round Dutch oven on my wish list, and currently Williams-Sonoma has a 6 3/4 quart wide round Dutch oven. 4 colors available, and I think it's $279 down from I think it's $425 or $429, somewhere around there. So that's a really good buy. So in that instance, my making the list, understanding what I need will save me money in terms of, you know, now I could take advantage of that if I choose to. And then next up, I have my handy dandy list. Take care of your items. As many of you know, if you've seen my first video about the different items that I have, there was a skillet that I purchased a long time ago. And when I purchased that skillet, you know, I was going into Le Creuset from cast iron. And so when I moved from cast iron, I assumed that the enamel cast iron was the same as cast iron. It is not. And so that one skillet was the lesson that I needed in how to understand how enamel cast iron works, how you take care of it, and it's totally different than regular cast iron. And since that time, you know, everybody around here knows exactly how to handle enamel coated cast iron. But it took that one little piece, skillet, for me to understand that there was a difference between cast iron and enamel coated cast iron. So just take care of your pieces. Every season, I'm glad I have notes. Every season, I actually take inventory of each item, not meaning that I grab each one, but what I do is I make sure that any excess residue like oils or whatnot, everything goes back through like a cleaning. Everything that needs to be cleaned, and I use my own baking soda soap, like a liquid soap mixture. It makes like a paste, and then I clean everything with that, everything that needs to be cleaned. And I just give it a nice cleaning for that season, no matter each season. Yeah. So it's not that I'm washing everything. I'm just going over things that need to be taken care of. And that way they last a lot longer, and then there are no problems. So once I go from season to season, just like your spring cleaning, I just make that part of the rotation. So it's not like I'm cleaning all of the pieces, but it's just the ones that might need some going over, something that I did not see that I see that time. But it's just a way of me taking inventory and also making sure that everything stays, in good condition. And then last but not least, the time is getting away from me, is enjoy your pieces. Use them, really use them, to make your wonderful meals. Don't be afraid of your pots. I know some people have let me know, like sometimes they don't use theirs because they're afraid of damaging them or whatnot. Le Creuset is heirloom worthy, but I will say this, what actually makes like something an heirloom to me is the memories behind it. For instance, I have one of my grandmother's cast iron skillets. I have her skillet and I'm thankful for having her skillet, you know, but it's not about the skillet, the cast iron skillet itself. It's she used it. She used it to make all of her wonderful recipes, all of her cornbreads and everything, and she gave it to my mom. And my mom wasn't using that particular one very often, and so I have it. And I'm very grateful for that. So my thing is, don't worry about the dings, although you don't want that many of them. But use your pots and pans with your family, and because as you use them, the memories that will be attached to them are worth more than anything that anyone could ever pay. So use your items, don't be afraid of them. They're pretty sturdy. They can handle it. It's cast iron, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want to chip it or anything like that. But at the same time, use your items, have fun with it, cook with them, enjoy them, let your family enjoy them. They're not going to be perfect the entire time. They're going to be used. They're going to have some, little light, some of that lighter area. The enamel coat is going to get a little bit stained and discolored, from your sauces, from turmeric, from spaghetti sauces, all the acid from the tomatoes. Yes, these things are going to happen. But at the same time, memories are being made, and you're enjoying it, and your family's enjoying it, and your friends are enjoying it. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope I was able to answer some of those questions. Yes, if you would like to see me cooking with the items, just check back on Tuesdays. I cook with everything in my kitchen gets used. I don't have anything that I don't use. I can't do that. I'm just not one of those people. I enjoy everything, and enjoy these pots and pans. You paid good money for them. Use them. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm interested in hearing what you guys have to say. And remember about the giveaway. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.